Alright, so we're here at the Occoquan River, and as you probably can tell through the mic, it is a little bit windy, but the plan is to fly upriver with the Autel Nano Plus. However, I don't know if I have too much confidence in it, but there are two dams up there, and we're going to take some photos, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the second dam. I would just have to, feel it out and see how the aircraft is behaving in the wind. But here, check this out. Here is the river, and just down there past those rocks is the first dam. Looks like a little waterfall, and there's another one just beyond that. So we're just going to go ahead and get some, long exposure photos, and some maybe a couple 50 megapixel photos, and just go from there. So you guys stick around and pray for me, and let's hope that everything goes well. All right. So we're all set to go. Let's take off. I did all my checks and everything, so we're just going to take off now. All right, so I'm going to feel it out just a little bit. I am in sport mode, and I'm just going to keep it in sport mode because it's a little windy. I'm not going to risk it. So let's head down this way, and we're going to start recording. I'm just going to, I have an Indy 1000 on here, and I do have it in auto right now. The Indy 1000 is for the long exposure photos. And I'm not going to record anything because it is in auto, and I don't know if the footage will look that great with the Indy 1000 on it. So we're going to bring it down just a little bit lower. Just going to bring it down just a little bit lower and see if I can squeeze through here. Obstacle avoidance doesn't work on here, and also it's not going to work with these branches here. So I am going with the wind. I will put the wind conditions up here on the screen, but the wind is a little bit heavier going down the river or going upriver. So what we're going to do here is stop right here, and let's see here. We're going to get a picture of this. We're going to get up just a little bit higher, and let's go right here. We're going to take a picture of this here. We're going to do a long exposure photo. So what I'm going to do is switch over to Pro mode, and then I'm going to switch over to photos. And right now ISO is set to 400. I have no way of telling if I'm overexposed. It doesn't have a meter or manual meter here, so I'm going to see if I can go into my camera settings and turn on the overexposure warning just to get an idea. All right, so you can see the white water is a little bit overexposed. I'm going to lower my ISO just a little. That's a little bit too much. And I believe I'm taking raw photos as well, so I'm going to leave it right there. The picture probably is just a little bit overexposed, so let me just go in here and make sure I'm taking raw photos. No, actually I'm going to take JPEG and RAW. All right. Take JPEG and RAW. And my shutter speed, let's see if I can get a little higher shutter speed just to drag it out just a little longer. I'm sorry, let's go this way. See if I can get 1 second. Nah, that's a little bit, I can't even get 1 second. If I try to go 1, it'd be way overexposed. So go right about there, lower my ISO just a little bit. and yeah, right there is pretty good. Let's see what kind of photo we get with this. All right, and trick is just to take as many as you can, because not all photos are going to be nice and clear. So I'm just going to take a few or several of this shot right here. All right, so let's see how these look. They look pretty decent. They're a little blurry because it's a little windy down there. So what I'm going to do is put this back in auto. Let's take a regular photo. See how it does. Even that looks a little bit, looks decent as a long exposure, even in auto. So let's go back. And I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. And I have 80% or 77%. Bring it up a little bit. I'm going to take this down here. Let's go this direction. I'm going, let's see, 22 miles per hour, 23 miles per hour. And I'm going to turn it around and see how it behaves coming back, because I don't want to risk going all the way down there. And yeah, I'm getting up to speed going this way. So I guess the wind is coming downriver. I mean, but that can always change, I don't know. So what I'm going to do, I have 73%. I'm going to sneak down here. Hopefully I can make it down here. And I want you guys to pray for me. I'm going to switch over to video mode, I believe. And we're going to clear out this and take off, probably take off the, let me just hover right here real quick. Take off the grid lines and everything. And we're just going to go with a clean FPV feed for now. And I am in sport mode, and you can see how slow I'm going. And it's detecting something up above, which I don't know what it is, so it stopped. It's not going anywhere. Here we go. All right, there we go. And this is a good test of the signal as well. Not going to go crazy. And my signal is okay. Actually, I'm not getting any type of breakups. So I reached the second dam, and it's only going to be for a couple seconds. I'm just going to take a long exposure photo here. So it looks like I'm lined up anyway, but let's go back to photo. Go back to manual, and let's see what we can get by clicking this. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is zoom in 2 times on it, and I'm going to zoom in to this corner here, and then I'm going to take the photo. Let's take some more. Let's take another one. And we're going to back out and take another one this direction. And one more. And let's see here. Let's see what we can get. Now I can, looks a little dark, but I can edit these. Oh, I just moved the camera on that one. So I'm gonna I just moved the drone on that one. I'm sorry. I wanted to back out just a little bit. All right. So now I'm going to take a shot. Like I said, they do look a little dark, but we can edit these in post with the raw photos and brighten them up a little bit more. I like to underexpose my photos a little bit and my video just a little bit. So let's see if we can get back. I only got 57%, and I'm going to put this, hopefully I can get this back. All right, we're in sport mode, 57%. We're headed back. And it's in auto. Let's see here. Let's put this back in auto. Of course, I will get a phone call when when I'm flying, but I'll call them back later. But yeah, it looks like it's moving at a decent pace. I am getting back, so I'm going to take it a little lower. And the thing with this, it doesn't, like, you can descend and go forward at a decent pace, but you can't do both at the same time. It kind of descends just a little bit too slow. So I'm taking it down just a little. I'm not going to get too crazy with it over the water, because I think these sensors down here, I mean, even over water, these sensors don't behave, you know, like they should. So, and I think I'm just going to get a top down. I'm going to get a top down of the dam here. So let's move up just a little bit. I am overexposed. So let's go back to, we go to manual. We're going to lower that ISO just a little. Oh, sorry. All right, that seems to be good. And we're going to probably stay with this shutter, no, closer to 1 second. Am I, you know what? I'm in the wrong. I need to go to photo. There we go. All right, I think we're good there. We're definitely good there. So top down. Another top down. One more. Another one. All right. So, and I believe I was shooting, hopefully I was shooting in the 50 megapixel. No, I was not. I was shooting in the resolution. Let's take one in 50. All right. Here we go. Straighten this up a little. And also got to say, it is doing pretty well over the river, but like I said, it still has some issues with the wind, where it shouldn't be slowing down the way it does, just because it doesn't compensate for the wind, and it also doesn't get up to the speed that it was advertised as. All right, so let's bring this back now. I'm getting really low now, 37%. All right, let's hope we can make it back. The wind seems like it's picking up. It is, yeah, 22 miles per hour. Although, excuse me for the sniffling. Every time I come outside and it's windy or something like that, I always catch the sniffles. I try not to do it too much to annoy you. But yeah, we're going to make it back 32%. And I think I'm just going to end it right here. I think there's a pretty good flight down the river. Bring it down, bring it in. What I'm going to do, I got 30%, so what I am going to do, I'm just going to take a photo of the downtown area here, and that's it, and bring it back. I'm like right underneath the drone right now. The drone is right at the top of me. And I'm just gonna put it in auto, even though I have the Indy 1000 on it. I'm just gonna put it actually in auto and just take a photo. All right. All right, so there's a couple things I wanted to address about the flight. Now, first thing, I had a Indy 1000 on there, and it wasn't that dark. And this is because the sensor on the Autel Nano Plus is almost like 1 inch, and it also has a f1.9 aperture on there, so it lets in a lot of light. So the Indy 1000 wasn't dark enough. All right, so we all know how the Autel Nano Plus has its issue with the speed, and I need to have confidence in my drone to be able to go up a river and take some photos. And you know, with great power comes great, you know, possibilities, really. So this is the reason why I'm going to return this drone. And by the time you see this video, I would have already, you know, did my dispute with PayPal and return the drone already. So this is pretty much my last video with the Autel Nano Plus. All right, so don't get me wrong, the Autel Nano Plus does have great potential. However, it's just not there yet. And for the amount of money that we spend, this drone should be ready, you know, by the time it's released. I know that's not the case with these drone manufacturers now. They release and they, you know, piecemeal everything together. But there's some issues with this that I don't think is basically firmware related. So this is why I'm returning it. Now I know some other reviewers have gotten, you know, another drone issued to them or sent to them, but that's not my case. I just sent it back to get my money back, and maybe you know, got a refund to buy another day. All right, so in this video you saw me get some long exposure photos with the Autel Nano Plus, but if you want to learn how to get the correct settings on your Mini 2 or your DJI Air 2S, click on this video right here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.